Historically, fathers have been ignored as part of the whole social developmental approach, and the State of the World's Fathers give acknowledgement to fathers should be part of families, and fathers should be part of family services. And fathers are important in many ways.
You know, everybody expects you as a son to be a mama's boy, but for me, I guess I'm a daddy's boy, because I love Francis so much for that. You see, life is like the band's name, Guns N' Roses. If you choose to live by the gun, then we'll put a rose in your funeral bed. But if you choose to take the rose, then you will flow, flow, flow in this life, and everything will be good for you. And everything was good for me. When I saw that guardian angel, I did not have to go down on my knees and pray so much. I just had to open my eyes and realize that this whole time he was there for me. I remember everything that he's done for me. I remember the time when I was a kid and he took me by my arms and taught me to ride my first bike. I remember when I was in class 6 and he's the first person to teach me how to drive. I remember this all. I remember when I was in the darkest pit, in the darkest shed, I was taking all those drugs, forgetting everything that I was, and he was standing next to me, giving me strength, and he told me, you are better than this, you are better than this, you are greater than this. I remember when he sat down with me one day and he told me my dreams are valid. My dreams can take me to the greatest place that I've never been. My dreams can take me to the top of the mountain, even when I'm down. My dreams will take me to drive whichever car I want, to marry whichever girl I want. My dreams will make him happy if I achieve them. Is that he is amazing. He is my all. Francis, my chef, my driver, my best friend, my guardian angel. Thank you.
For girls, her mom is like a mentor. You know, she wants to be like the mom. She wants, you know, she looks up to her mom. But as a dad, our role is more like to reassure them, you know, to reaffirm them, build their self-esteem, you know, to deal with the world, because the world can be a challenging place, you know. And that's when I began to realize, honestly, our role as men, especially to the girls, as fathers, is a very big role in terms of building the girls' self-confidence, self-esteem, to be better people out there. For boys, a father is like a mentor, you know, and a role model where we look up to our fathers and want to be like our fathers. We don't want a situation where when you grow up, you're like, I don't want to do what my father did or how my father was. I want to be like my father. That's the first real role model that you can have.
Engaging boys and men in caregiving, positive parenting and care work has seldom been part of the global gender equality or child rights agendas, but is key to achieving women's empowerment and supporting the well-being and rights of children. It offers us a positive approach to engage boys and men to bring about a more equitable world and foster the physical and emotional well-being of women, children and men. This is very true in our context in Africa as much as for other parts of the world. The State of the World's Fathers report affirms that fathers' involvement affects children in similar ways to mothers' involvement. By engaging fathers at an early stage in children's lives, we can achieve better results for children. It is a key to supporting the well-being and rights of children. Engaging with fathers and or father figures offers us a positive approach to engage boys and men to bring about a more equitable world and foster the physical and emotional well-being of children, women and men themselves. Gender transformative work should start early and continue throughout the life cycle. Boys and girls must be prepared from early ages to be both future caregivers and future providers. We in Save the Children believe the roles of fathers and male caregivers is essential for achieving lasting changes in the lives of the most marginalised and vulnerable children in Africa and indeed globally.
Through the 15 years of being a father, we have had our own beautiful experiences and challenges. And those challenges have their own beauties as well. May I share today that I've come to believe that everything that you do to the mother as a father, you have done to the child. And everything you do to the child, you are never sure if you have done to the mother. The only beauty that we have is to keep looking at ourselves, looking at each other, and trying to ensure that there is a sense of happiness. And as a father, every time I see any happiness in my house, I am happier than before.
This report that we are launching today was born out of the Men Care Fatherhood campaign. We now have close to 30 countries who are implementing men care related activities all over the world on all continents. So Save the Children have already published the State of the World's Mothers reports, and UNICEF have published the State of the World's Children's reports. And now we are beginning to put together the State of the World's Fathers reports. And this one is the very first one. Fatherhood matters for gender equality. The Men Care Global campaign has always focused on the one goal, to get men to take up 50% of the caregiving work in the household, especially the child care work. And it is hard work. Even though it is unpaid, it is hard work. So our goal is that across the world, men would take up 50% of that work in households.